into the bleachers. Just
Good evening to all of you, especially our graduating class. On behalf of the North Allegheny School Board, I offer congratulations to the class of 2012. As a class, you've had major accomplishments in academics, the arts, and athletics. You have a lot to be proud of. Moms and dads, congratulations to you as well, because in a sense, you're graduating too. But I'm sure it seems like yesterday that these students started kindergarten. Sometimes the days are long, but the years fly by. My job is to introduce the members of the school board here on the dais. I'd ask them all to please stand as I call their names. Dan Hubert, our Vice President. Linda Bishop. Libby Blackburn. Chris Jacobs, the Protocol Officer for the board. Beth Ludwig, who is also the proud parent of Haley Ludwig, a member of tonight's class, and the third Ludwig to graduate from NA. Ralph Pagone and Tom Schwartzmeyer. Dr. Joe Greenberg, another member of the board, is unable to be with us tonight. The board members are always delighted to participate in graduation because it's a great reminder of why we volunteered to serve on the board, so that we could provide the best education possible to the students in our community. We're enormously proud of the class of 2012. I'd like to leave you with a few words of wisdom from that renowned philosopher, Theodore Geisel, otherwise known as Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who decides where to go. So decide wisely. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Mrs. Grossheimer. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce the first student speaker to the evening, our senior class president, Leah Langens.
Class of 2012. Think back to your first day of kindergarten, when your biggest concerns were riding the bus for the first time, the type of milk you were going to choose for snack time, and why on earth you were missing Little Bear. When your response to the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, changed on a weekly basis. Fast forward about 13 years, and it's easy to see that a lot has changed. We've learned by now that the choices we make define us and can direct our futures. What do you want to be when you grow up is no longer a hypothetical question. And while some of you may be able to answer that with confidence, many of us are still uncertain about what the future holds. So I ask you to think about this question instead. Who do you want to be? Whether you realize it or not, the past 4 years have helped shape you into the person you are today. You may have accepted it graciously, you may have fought it with every fiber of your being, or you may be denying it to this day. But the time you have spent at NA has had a bigger impact on you than you may know. From that terrifying first day when our parents left us all alone in the kindergarten classroom, to that momentous day when we walked out of Nashville for the last time, NA has changed us, shaped us, and pushed us to become the people who are sitting here today. Every conversation you've held or avoided, awkward glance or wave you made in the hallway, class you've excelled in or struggled through, and a friend that you have made or lost over the past 4 years has helped make us who we are. Though there were trials and failures, we've used these to recognize our individual strengths and weaknesses. With the help of our great educators, we've become more confident in knowing where and when to seek help. Classmates that were once strangers have become some of our best friends as we've spent time together in class, roaming the halls, and participating in numerous school events over the years. We've formed unique identities, opinions, beliefs, and interests, but we share the same values, pride, and passion that will make us confident, lifelong learners and responsible citizens within a changing global society. We are a class made up of 645 talented individuals that together has achieved innumerable successes. Now classmates, I need a little help with this next part. When I raise my arms like this, I need you to yell, "We are." So let's give it a practice shot. We are. Okay. The Nash team that earned first place in Pennsylvania at the Knowledge Master Open. Whitfield titles for football, boys cross country, both boys and girls swimming, and boys volleyball for the 6th consecutive year. Cheerleaders who won a state title and went on to compete nationally in Orlando, Florida. 17 students named as National Merit finalists. An incredible performance of Peter Pan, where Nash students flew for the first time in NA musical history. Winners of the JCL convention for the 15th consecutive year. Athletes being sent to schools like Youngstown State, Kent State, Case Western Reserve, Penn State, George Washington, Notre Dame, and Princeton to participate in interscholastic athletics. Recognized as a 2012 Best Community for Music Education. The students who skillfully planned an event that garnered national fame when it became a #1 trend on Twitter. Well educated on the subject of bullying, and we know that creepers are called creepers for a reason. One of America's best high schools, as decided by Newsweek magazine. The class of 2012, and we are NA. As we move on from North Allegheny, it's important that we recognize that the things that help make us NA will shape us into who we want to be. It's the knowledge and experience gleaned from our time here, and the support of teachers, coaches, family, and friends that has prepared us to step outside of our comfort zones, to accept challenges, and to take risks, to make a difference. I'm not asking you to change the world, but instead to work hard for a cause that tugs at your heart, or a goal that is worthy of your aspiration. Embrace new experiences with open hearts and minds, and make every day count. You owe it to yourself and to all of the people who have guided and supported you to this point. With this attitude, I'm sure you will find success. Congratulations, class of 2012. We did it!
Thank you, Leah. Each year, the senior high school conducts auditions open to all members of the graduating class wishing to speak at graduation. This year, we have 2 seniors selected by a panel of teachers, administrators, and students who will address the class this evening. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker selected at large for this honor, Benjamin Wilson.
I am standing on the edge of a cliff. My toes are dangling over the edge, and I am slowly mustering up my courage to jump. And believe it or not, so are all of you. We are all of us leaving the nest, ditching the safety of home and the familiar, and diving off a cliff into the real world. Or at least that's what they keep telling me. But I have to ask, what would you call the real world? I stand before you today and with you as a graduate of North Allegheny Senior High School. But unlike many of you, my journey did not begin here. Before arriving at NA, I was homeschooled, private schooled, charter schooled, and cyber schooled. And then finally, yeah, that's cool. And then finally, in 11th grade, I entered North Allegheny and leapt into the pool of public school. Let me tell you, that felt like entering the real world. Gone was the safety of my day job. Gone were the computer classes. All of a sudden, I was thrust into an unfamiliar environment and expected to just figure things out. My journey has a happy twist, though. You who were raised in this school may not fully appreciate just how many opportunities this school puts forth, how many resources, and how many amazing people this place had to offer. In my senior year, I did my best to take full advantage of these opportunities, experimenting and learning as much as I could in my desired field of study, which in my case is cinematography. Now, the reason I share this testimony is my experience with North Allegheny is how most of us are going to feel in college or whatever comes next. All of us are about to be thrust into an unfamiliar environment, tossed in the sea and told to swim. Most of us will have no idea what we're doing or how to do it. But I have no doubt that wherever you're going, there will be resources, people, opportunities, things you can take advantage of. And you should I hear a lot of discouraging outlooks on life these days because of the economy or the stock market or whatever, but here's the dirty little secret, guys. This life is what you make it. You can go to a top-class school with a 4.0 GPA and get perfect grades, but if you don't actively and aggressively pursue your career, your passion, your calling, you won't get anywhere. I heard a great motivational speaker tell a story once. He told about a man who, like us, wanted to be successful. So he went and talked to a money guru, or an extremely wealthy and successful man. And he told the guru, I want to be successful. Can you show me how? And the guru said, yeah, meet me on the beach tomorrow morning. So the man got up the following morning, dressed in a suit that's much fancier than what I'm wearing under these robes. And he went down to meet this guru on the beach. And he found the guru standing a couple feet out in the water, with the water up to about his ankles. And the guru gestured him to come meet him out there. So the man walked out soaking and ruining his nice suit and got alongside the guru, and the guru turned to him and said, how badly do you want to be successful? The man said, real badly. So the guru said, follow me out a little further. So they walked out until the water was about up to their chest, and then out of nowhere, the guru turned to the man, grabbed him by the front of his suit, and dunked him under the water. He held him down there until the man was just about out of breath, and right as the man was about to succumb to the icy blackness and drown, the guru pulled him out of the water, got right in his soaked, dripping face, and said, success is not going to just come find you. When you want success as badly as you want air, when you want it as badly as you want to breathe, then maybe you'll find it. Now, I don't plan on drowning myself anytime soon. However, as psychotic as the methods, the message sticks. Nothing is going to serve itself to you on a silver platter in this life. Every little inch you gain, you will have to earn. Now, as much as I talk about success in the real world, I can't pretend to know any more about it than you do. I'm a high schooler. I make videos, I play music, I work at a restaurant, and I play rugby. That's my world. That's my life. And all of that is about to change. There are more than 600 of us here today, and all of us are about to move on and try and make something of this life in the real world. And again, we come back to that phrase, the real world. Was what we just experienced not real? My life of videos and rugby? I'm sure any of you will agree with me. At 7:30 in the morning, the temperature of Nash's swimming pool feels pretty real. But our experiences and everything at NA has helped shape us into who we are today. What defines life after high school as more real than what we just experienced? Anybody can answer? Because I don't know, but I can't wait to find out. We are the class of 2012, the next generation, and it is up to us to define that. The real world is whatever we want it to be, because it's whatever we make it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. At this time, 10 of our seniors will perform the senior class song, Forever Young.